Welcome to our second dinner talk in 2015. Tonight's topic is What Lasts Hong Kong, Developing Philanthropic Leaderships Towards Sustainability. This dialogue series aims at creating intimate platform for leaders, thinkers and entrepreneurs, bringing us an overarching and strategic view on topics related to the city and its people. We will continue this definitely.
We're so honored to have Mr. Roy Chen, Mr. John Wood, and Ms. Ellie Tang with us tonight. Each of them will speak about their philanthropy's efforts to help address sustainability issues. Through their insights and experience sharing, we'll be able to learn about the use of sustainability practices in informing sustainable philanthropic thinking and take impactful and purposeful action.
By 2050, the world's population is going to hit 9.6 billion. So the world we will live in the future will be one with a lot of resource allocation issues.
I used to be extremely self-centered. Not that I'm not anymore, but I'm hopefully a little bit better today.
For me, the reason I started Room to Read was because in 1998, I took a break from Microsoft and went to Nepal to do an 18-day trek, a 200-mile circumnavigation of the Annapurna circuit.
Day-to-day local news, we read a lot about how a top of mind concern in the youth is expansive housing and income inequality. So how would you go about promoting a giving culture in Hong Kong?
Your finance department in the company, right? You all want to do something together and decide, hey, let's give, right? You can use that platform to help you vet different NGOs, at least in Hong Kong for sure.
So let's be clear, money is super important. Without it, NGOs basically can't run.
Pricing your family foundation clients, how do you set strategy with them and how do you measure impact?
I think it's important to have that clear as much as possible at the outset, so you don't have sort of miscommunication or mismatch in terms of expectations.
How do you attract them to work for a nonprofit and grow your vision together with you?
Well, I think there's really two ways you can attract talent. And one is to attract people to come work for you full time. And then the other is to basically ask people to give a small percentage of their time.
Do you think that model would apply to Hong Kong, and what is required to get that started here, since we have so many business leaders and big corporations here?
There is a place for philanthropic leadership by being a model, by being an inspiration, right, by what you do.
It's a good thing in a sense that it signals an intention that people will do something with their money that's going to benefit somebody other than themselves and their family. So it does signal philanthropy.
Why do you think that's not more widely adopted?
Where you draw the line, I don't think the whole field has yet come up with a set of standards that everyone agrees that's the golden standard. So there's still a lot of trial and error going on.
Do you see if there's any difference between developing talent in the corporate world versus the approach in developing talents in a philanthropic environment?
I don't think it's all that different. I mean, if I look at how Room to Read's recruited talented people, I would say there's probably 4 things we've really tried to focus on. Setting the big, hairy, audacious goal.
What kind of impact are you trying to create with your philanthropic efforts?
For this particular group of people, they have the resources, they have the network, they have the ability to influence a whole lot more people.
Basically, I want to be able to say that Room to Read was part of a global movement that ended the whole notion of being born in the wrong place at the wrong time means you don't get educated.
Thank you, and thank you, John. Have a good rest of the evening. On behalf of Narrative Hong Kong, thank you so much for coming, and we always welcome feedback, and we'd love to see you again at the next event. Thanks.